If your business content is taking you ages to create, or if you would love to know how to create posts and get engagement and increase your follower count, then this week's video is for you. I'm going to show you how you can use Canva to create content that helps you get engagement and the right followers following you. If this video proves helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to get more content that helps you build your business with content in less time. Hey, I'm Karen, creator of the Content Mapping Method, where I help business owners create one piece of weekly content that they can use across multiple platforms and outsource the production of it so that they have more time for themselves. So I'm going to share with you today some of the hints and tips I've learned over the last few years in Canva. Firstly, you're going to need a Canva account. I know this seems obvious, but you can get a free account, which is actually really good. There are some premium features like scheduling and certain videos, graphics and images that you would have to pay for, but it does the job when you are starting out. So this is a screen you'll be presented with when you come into Canva, and if you don't have an account at the moment, you just want to come up here and click on sign up, and then you can just register for a free account. I'm just going to log in because I've already got my account. You need to decide whether you want to use a template or want to start from scratch. Inside my program, I recommend creating a set of templates so you can easily create content without having to design each and every single piece. So I'm going to choose a template for this example because I think it makes it super easy for you. Once you log in, you'll be presented with this page. If you are choosing a template, then you'll want to decide what size you're doing. So if we're looking at an Instagram post, we'll just want to click on Instagram posts and it'll give us a complete blank slate to start with. You've also got the option of choosing from the templates down this side here. The other option you've got is if you come into templates at the top and go into Instagram posts or whichever one you're choosing to do, then you can select before you actually click on the create blank post. So you could pick whichever one you wanted to do, something that you can see fit in your theme, but don't be distracted by the colours that are in it because you can change that to whatever you want. You can change the image, you can change the graphics. But if there's some kind of idea that you like the way this text fits with the image behind it, or you really want something that's like for a quote, something like this, or you're going to put a video or a podcast out, then this might be good for you. So have a think about what you want to portray within your caption, what you're actually talking about, and your creative just needs to stop the scroll and just make them want to check out what you're talking about. For this example, I'm just going to pick this one here and use this template, and then it'll open a new document for you with the template preloaded. Next, you want to add your brand colours and fonts. You can save those colours and fonts in this branding section here, and then when you go into the templates, you can just click and keep clicking until you're happy with what comes up, and then apply that to multiple pages. Or you can apply the colours and fonts individually. You can also search for specific images with your brand colours in it, which will keep your image on brand. So once you've got your template, you're going to want to put this into your brand colours because you want that coherent theme on your Instagram page. And for this, you can go into the Styles tab here. If this Styles tab isn't obvious here, click on More and it will be up here with the others that you're just not using consistently. So if it's a new account, you may not see that Styles tab. Click on it in here instead. So click on Styles. Now, if this is your first time using Canva, you won't have this set up. This is my brand palette and these are the brand fonts that I use. So I've set this up, and if you need to set this up, go back to your home page, and then on the side you'll see brand kit. Click on that, and then you can add your logos in and add all your brand colours in. And why this is so great is because you can just click here and it will convert everything into your brand colours. Now you can keep clicking this and it will put it like different colours into different sections. Now you may not like it may not actually fit completely with your branding. Like my branding definitely doesn't use flowers, so I would be taking a lot of stuff off of here, like the dots, and you just need to think about what you want your brand to reflect, like what actually suits you and your brand. So for me, I just like the images, and I'm going to take like these blobs off and stuff as well, and I like cream backgrounds for mine. So I'm just going to change it into that. So you'll see all my palette is saved here in this colours box. So if I want to change the colour of something, I'm just clicking up here on the colour, and I've just saved it into that cream now. And then I tried to use blue and pink a lot on mine. So I'm just going to change these into blue and pink. And then you'll see up here, it's automatically gone to whatever that standard font is, but I can click over here and change it into mine. Or I can click up here and change it into whichever one I want to. Your text colour is just over here, so I can change that into what I want. And then I'm thinking I might actually just change this to either a green or a blue. I quite like that. And then obviously I'd want the title to reflect whatever it was I was talking about. And then I want to change the images to the ones that are appropriate for me. So I would go into the images section. Now you can either use, if you click on photos here, you'll get like stock photos and images you can use. Now if they've got a thing down here saying pro, you can use that if you're a subscriber. You will be able to get ones which aren't. So you can come into the search bar and click free, and that will just search for any free images. And what you can also do is to search for colours, like the images with those certain colours. So if you wanted one that had just blue or a particular colour blue, or you can actually type the hex code in here and it will pick out images that suit your branding and that fit with your colour. So I might say, hey, yeah, I want just blue images, apply that, and then it'll bring up anything. So I can search in here for whatever I want. So let's just type in social media, see what comes up. Nothing. So because when you restrict things like this, obviously you're not going to get huge amounts of stuff, but if I took in a generic term, I'm going to then get quite generic stuff. So to move images once they're placed, I can just shift that across there if I wanted to. Yeah, so you just click and drag and drop, and it drops it into the frame where it's set. Okay, and then you just want to change your title, double click and change that into whatever you want to change that to. If you have your own images that you want to add in, you can just go into the upload section here, upload media, and then just upload any from your own computer or from Facebook, Google Drive, Instagram, wherever. And then once they're in here, you can then use them and just drag them across and place them in just as you had with the other images. And you can also do this with videos too. So if you've uploaded any videos previously, you can just drag those across and they will play in there. So you can use posts like this for videos and for images. It doesn't just have to be one or the other. If you want to add in any kind of additional elements, so like you've seen these little sticky dots here, which make it look like stickers, you can add in more like that. Like these are actually it's just chosen these from what I've chosen already. But you can search for anything in here and it will bring up anything around what you've searched for. And again, you can use the colour palette to bring it on brand if you wanted to. So if I then wanted to kind of bring an element like this across, I can do that. And these are great for like little graphics and stuff. If there's anything that you're talking about and you want to make sure it's clear what that is for your ideal client when they're actually passing it by, you want them to know what this post is about and why they actually want to look at it. So yeah, I mean, these are random. I'm not actually making anything right now. I'm just like showing you kind of the things that you can do within Canva. And then I'm just thinking about for me, I use a particular type of graphic. So I go in and I then have gone, okay, I really like this particular designer. So I've clicked on view more and then I go in and I can add to likes. And when I add it to likes, then so I can add a couple in from the same person. I mean, these aren't a great example. Let me search for something else that's going to make it clear to you what I mean. So let's say like this graphic here, I really like this graphic and it's by this particular person. Can you see like their graphics are all really similar in style? So then if I go through and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to add in like a couple of these because I could use these consistently,
you add them to your likes, and then when you go into this like section here, you will find them. So you can just quickly click add them in, and then when you're making your post, it makes it super simple to keep them all on brand because you're using a similar type of graphic every time. Yeah. Okay, and you see how that just gives it, like, if you imagine on your feed, if you have one post with like one of these icons, obviously not like this is too much, but if you say had one icon on each post, it would tie things together really nicely for you. So that can help with your branding too.
Then you want to add your content. So this should be content that addresses the pain and struggle of your ideal client. If you want to know more about why you should be addressing the pains and struggles in your content made for people that don't know you, then check out this video on funnel marketing. The link is in the description. And lastly, you want to make it scroll stopping. People are scrolling their feeds, and we want to make sure they understand how valuable this piece of content that you're presenting them with is for them. So there's a couple of things you can do. Use a label to describe who it's for, like parents of teens, triathletes, new business owners, so they know it's for them. And use graphics and stickers or colours that will stand out from the rest of the feed that they're scrolling through. You'll know what your audience likes when you see posts that are performing better than others. So treat it as an experiment and find out what your audience likes and what they don't like. The one thing you want to remember is the creative is to stop the scroll and get their attention. In a carousel, you can include more content in the graphics as you have 10 pages you can use, but the caption is where you're telling the story and giving them that help.
And then when you're ready to download, you just want to come over here to the download icon. Now, automatically, because this is a video, it's saving as an MP4 video. So you can download like that if you want to, or you can just click on an image, PNG or a JPEG to download as just a standard image if you're just making a post for Instagram, and then you're just going to want to click download. So only click transparent background if you don't want the background to appear. So if this is a post for Instagram, you do want the background if you've altered the background, and then just click download, and then you'll be able to import that into whatever scheduler or Facebook Creator Studio if you want to upload it to there. The other thing you can now do with Canva is you can use the schedule tool if you have a pro account, and you can automatically schedule your posts and then just write your caption in there. Make sure you include your hashtags as well, and then schedule the post to automatically go out to your Instagram or your LinkedIn or Facebook. I think you can link Facebook as well, and even like Pinterest. So a lot of it, if you've already got a pro account, you can do it within here for absolutely no extra cost, and you're already paying for your Canva account.
So to recap, the 5 steps to create social media posts on Canva. Get a Canva account, select a template or start from scratch or select your own template. Add brand colours and your fonts. Include content that addresses help for your ideal clients' pain and struggles, and then make it scroll stopping so that you can attract those you want to attract and then repel those that you just don't want in your audience. Once you have one piece of content, you can use that to repurpose into other pieces of content. Go and check out this video to see how I repurpose one caption into 5 content pieces. The link is in the description below, as is the link for my free training on the repurposable content formula, where you can learn the 3 things you need in your business to implement the repurposable content formula. Make sure to like if you have found this useful, and subscribe to get more weekly content on how to build your business on social media in less time.